Hey everybody, we're live. I hope you can hear me okay. I would like to know. Let me know if you can hear me. And also, if you're brand new, let me know in the chat because we like to help you really get this and really understand it. So let me know you can hear me okay. And who's new? Take a minute here. Absolutely, everybody. Excited. Brand new here. Okay, great, Ann. Welcome. Anybody else? Okay, Paul's new. Great. We're going to go ahead and get started. I got sound coming in here, so I got to make sure that's not coming across. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share the screen, and I'm going to show you the back office. I'm going to make sure and tell you where everything is and how to get started. And while I'm doing that, if you have a question that you don't think I covered, make sure it is in the chat, please, because I will momentarily after I do the tour, I'll come back. We'll answer everybody's question. I will stay on until everybody is completely happy that they understand what we've got here. So first off, we're going to go ahead and share the screen. And let's go on over to our back office. I've got backup already up. Now this is a demo account, of course, but I want to make sure that you know where everything is. Now, as you can see, the first thing I'm going to show you is that we've got, when you come into the screen and it's the welcome, there is a video here, and I recommend, if you're brand new, that you please watch this video because it really does help you understand our product and what you need to do with it. Now you might notice these are new. We've got 3 little blue tabs underneath this video. And if I go in here, that takes me to how to get the setup page, basically. This is where you can get your app for whichever kind of program you are. If you're Windows, of course, you download Windows. If you're Mac, you download the Mac, right? And then if you are coming from your phone and you want it on your phone, this is where you get your apps for that. If I come back over here and I click the second button right here, you'll notice that that takes me right to our affiliate page and all of the stuff we have in here. And I will go through this in more detail, but I want you to make sure that you know where everything is. And also that there's usually a replay in this page sometimes, and you can get to it from that. And then the last tab is our compensation page, okay, which is really important. You do want to know how it all works. Then all of that is right here. Watch these 2 videos, and there's also a PDF for both, and that will really help you out a lot. Okay, good. I actually want to turn off the sound. Okay, but anyway, that will help you out. And let me get back into this first page. So I'm going to make sure that you know. Okay, so we've got everything right here. To get to the tool, it's really simple. You see this digital tools right here? That's the first tab under welcome. You can click got backup anytime, and that allows you to get to pretty much everything that I just showed you. Like use the tool, that is the same folder I showed you when we first got going. Right here, this page right here, okay? And if I go to the reseller tools, that is this one right here, right? Okay. And then the installation videos. That's important. I see a lot of people saying that they didn't get their installation in there correctly, and a lot of the time there's some little thing that maybe you didn't pick up on that you need to do to make sure that you get a good install. And I don't know, they don't say this real often anymore. Maybe people don't remember, but it used to be, and it still is, that there are some programs that run in the background that can get in the way and make the install not work right. So it's a good idea, especially to temporarily turn off your virus protection or anything like that that might interfere. Now, Windows Defender does come up, but just simply tell it that you are going to trust this program because there isn't anything in here that can cause a problem. So there is an actual download that you are going to do, okay? And just for the heck of it, I'm going to show you mine. It's actually running right now. This is actually, I've got a bunch of syncs going. You can see that it is actually installing right now, one of the things that I have. But I also want you to know that there's another way you can do it if you want to. And that is that you can do a manual install, which gives you total control of your system, which really is really cool. So first off, let's make sure you know that you can get to these videos. Those are also on, see, it's right here, and everything that you need to know. And then if you want to know another way you can get to those videos, there is a link right here. See the orange, whenever you see an orange tab, that is usually a video, okay? If you're a Macintosh user and an iPhone user, then you want to make sure and you look at the videos that are connected with that. And if you're a Windows user, then use these. Now you might notice also that they have the Apple over here for the phone and the Google over here for the Windows, even though it's not really a Windows program. I have a Windows program and an iPhone, so I would have to listen to this one because I would want to make sure that I understood how to do my phone. And I did actually do that recently. For some reason, my setup wasn't correct, and so I watched the videos and I found out what I hadn't done right and I redid it. And you can do that too, anytime. So it's very important to understand that. So first off, let's go ahead and go in here because there's a lot of things in here. This is your affiliate page. And it's not just the links, it's got lots of stuff in here. To actually get the page to share with people, and this is the one that they recommend, make sure and click this, okay? And then that will give you the link. If you scroll down, now it shows the link. Now, it wouldn't have shown the link unless you see it right here. And I want you to notice this also. This button right here that says tracking link, I like to show that to people because we have our own tracking system in here. And it's really cool. You don't have to pay anything extra for that. Say you're going to do a solo ad and you're going to pay for it. And it's going to happen, what's today? Today's the 10th. So let's say it's going to happen on the 12th. I'm going to actually go ahead and put in the date. And the reason why I want to put in the date is because that's going to end up being the tracking link. Now you can see the tracking link is right here. And that really makes a difference in how this works for you. And then, of course, you can see if we go back to this page, I want you to also notice that if you want to share our webinars, you can actually share it by copying the promo link right here. And you might notice actually there are little buttons under all the pages now. You don't even have to go to that second page if you don't want to, because you can get it right here. You can copy it right here, and if you click this, you're going to get a message that says that got copied, and then you can share it with someone. You can also create a tracking link simply by clicking this. And here's another cool button. It used to be that you had to know where kind of to go to get to the statistics. In other words, what's going on with the page? How many people are viewing it? How many people have opened? How many people are interested in your product? Now, of course, this is a dummy account, so it's not going to show real statistics. but this is where you would find it, is simply by clicking that. And it really makes it cool, doesn't it? And then, of course, we've got banners. And all you have to do to use a banner is to click this little button right here, and that copies the code for you. And then you've got advertising ad copy. Now, what this is good for is if you need to have a little help understanding how to talk to people, you could look at this and you could figure it out by looking at this. For instance, if I went to copy this, I'm going to copy it because I'm going to show you another cool thing. And that is that we have our own email autoresponder system right here inside our Got Backup program. You don't have to have it set up to go to another autoresponder. We have one right here, which really makes this amazingly a good system, because I've been in a lot of things, and the majority of them require that you have to hook up with Aweber or something like that. And I'll tell you what, I have not used Aweber in about 4 years. I use our system right here, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So all you would have to do if you want to send an email out to the people that are now getting on your list, first off, make sure you move people over to this side, because that's how you find out, that's how you actually indicate who's going to be getting that email. And then you've got some cool pages here if you want to use them. I've got mine set up already, but just for the heck of it, I'm going to do this. And you would go ahead and paste what I just copied right into this email. Now we have an email almost ready to go. Now there's a few things you got to do. It's not quite finished yet, but make sure and complete the page. For instance, be a good idea for you to put your own picture in here, not the fake picture they have right there. And then also you can notice that there are some icons under here. This is for you to put your own Facebook or whatever in here. For instance, I'm going to go ahead and take these out, and I'm going to grab my Facebook, which is right here. And it'd be good to know where you are. So if you select this, so it's selected, you see the little bars around it, you can tell it's selected. And then you come up here and see where it says picture. Go ahead and click this chain right next to the picture, and you're going to get a pop-up, and I can paste my own profile into that. And then it would be a good idea to tell them what this is. And then say, okay, and now that little picture on the bottom is now linked to my Facebook. And let's just say that we completed it and this is the right picture and all of that stuff. So we can add this now. Okay, make sure you have a subject line. So now it is ready to go. I'm going to add that. And it's going to take me back to the broadcast pages. Now, none of these have been sent because there's no real leads in here. But make sure the very last thing you want to do is make sure you hit this plus button. That puts it in the queue so it actually will go out. Sometimes people forget to do this part and wonder why it didn't go. It'll stay here in the pending until it goes into the queue. All right. So now I'm going to take you to the business pages, to all of this right here. Okay? So Remember, we saw the compensation plan earlier, but we'll go ahead and click it again. Here's the same video as I showed you earlier. That's where that tab takes you. And then when you start getting money, it's going to show up in here. And when somebody starts buying, you're going to actually see them under here, and you're going to see their details so you can actually get in touch if you want to. Very important to do, actually. And then, of course, your payout history, that's pretty self-explanatory. And then this is where you're going to find some important information right here, too, is this tab called My Downline. Every Wednesday, when you have a paid person, that person is going to stay in your paid power line, like this demo is, until Wednesday at midnight. And then after that time, you can actually put them in your own personal binary, which is 2 legs. And the reason why you see this right here, right now, is Joel was showing how the binary works. You have 4 on one side and 2 on another, and that creates the cycle. They call it a cycle. And it depends on how many of those you have, will create an additional commission besides the direct commission from somebody that's buying from you. And you can get that once a month. It's pretty cool. I really enjoy getting those binary commissions, and they depend on how many of those people you have. And then, of course, you also have this tab called My Direct Affiliates. If somebody is in your team, or you think they should be in your team, but you haven't really seen them show up in there, sometimes they're in the free tab or in the customer tab, or sometimes they can even show up in the cart abandoned, which means they didn't finish the job. And that might give you an opportunity to actually contact them and say, I see you didn't finish paying for the Got Backup. Is there a problem? Is there something I can help you out with? And let me take you back one more time to where the emails are, which is up here. You have Got Backup and you have the lead capture system. And I want to show you one more thing that's in here that's really important, and that is that you can you can look at your list right here, anybody that's on the list. I'm not going to click these because I don't want to have, if there's happens to be even one email in there, YouTube can actually shut it down. We don't need that. If you want to go and look at old messages, you'll find them here under the broadcasts. And this is the to list. This is where you're going to find everybody that is subscribed to your emails. So you can always see what's going on. You can find out who's unsubscribed, who's subscribed, who's pending. If they're pending, that means they didn't finish the sign up. So this gives you a pretty good overview of what's going on with your business. Now I'm going to go ahead now and come back to the webinar and see if there's any questions. Daniel, please write it in Spanish. I have Spanish. I'm not good at Spanish. I don't have time to go over to Google and try to figure out what you said. So if you can put it in English, I'd really appreciate it. Okay. Donald, I have a question. Is there a way to reset the autoresponder stats? Not sure exactly what you mean by autoresponder stats. Can you be more specific, please, on what you mean by that? Okay. Rick wants to know how to find out who his sponsor is. Rick, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again and show you. If I come back here, I got to be in the page here. If I come down here to my business again, And if I come down here to, where are you? Downline page. Look for downline. Look for the downline page under my business. And your sponsor is going to always be on this page as soon as it opens. It's not on this one, but it will be showing up right above the Powerline paid members. It should be right in this area right here. Because this is a demo account, it does not show it, but it will be showing for reals on this page. So that's where you can find it, okay? Good question. I like it when you give me good questions. Okay, Daniel, I don't understand Spanish. All right. Can the autoresponder be set up to send automatic follow-ups for pre-enrollees? Yes, indeed, Stuart. All you have to do is go into the follow-up and add your own follow-ups anywhere you want, and you would put them where your leads are coming in and the pre-enrollee links. And there's two places you could do that I would recommend. I'm going to go ahead and show you that. So let's go back. And we're going to come back to got back up, and we want to go to the Reseller Tool tab. Oh, sorry about that. We want to go to the Lead Capture System tab. And to create messages, you would add a follow-up. And it's automatically going to the pre-enrollee, according to this. And then you would just go ahead and write what you want to write right in here. And once you have written it, you just add it. Okay? I'm just going to make a fake one. Just so you can see it. For your first message, it's a good idea for it to be 0. And then just make sure you have something here. Hello. And then I'm just going to add it. And it's going to show now in the pre-enrollee. So you see we're in the got backup. Oh, we're in the paid members, so you would want to make sure to be in the pre-enrollee. But you can do it in either one. So I'm going to go ahead and do another one in pre-enrollee. And as you can see, there is actually a follow-up system set up in here that somebody added. These are actually some of the ones that they add for paid members that pay extra for that. And here is follow-ups that are in here, but these are not automatically in here. You can have help getting them, or you can do it yourself, but make sure that you do it the way I just showed you. You just add with this tab right here. And then just go ahead and write your email. All right. Again, Daniel, I don't speak Spanish. If you could please write it in English, that would really be a big help to me. Otherwise, I don't understand you. If I'm a bronze, okay, let's see. If I'm a bronze member, why on Wednesday the system keeps asking me to join again? Lucas, if you are already a paid member, there's a very good chance that you probably opted into the system more than once. And I would suggest you make sure that you don't have a second or third opt-in to the program, and that you only have the one email that's coming to you, because that's usually what causes that. Okay? In other words, can I reset the numbers for emails, clicks, and opens? I don't think so, Donald, but I'm not real sure why you would want to do that. But you can certainly send a support ticket out to to support and ask them that question because I don't actually know for sure. Okay. Okay, Steph says that subtitles are finished so the recording can be seen in all languages. Thank you. Okay, I'm not real sure, but I hope that answered somebody's question. That's pretty awesome, Tanya. I didn't know that, but that's awesome to know that subtitles are automatically, depending on your language and what you're seeing it in, it picks up that and changes it. I didn't know that, but that's good to know. Well, another good reason why we're doing this, isn't it? We can help each other. Are the tools included? All of your tools are included, and that $40 one-time fee is just so that you can be an affiliate, and everybody has the same tools, and everybody is an affiliate automatically if you're paying the $9.97 a month. Okay? So yes, you have all the tools. So when you download the product to your Google Drive from the computer, does it automatically download all your devices? No, you would have to automatically set up the way you want it to be set up. So again, make sure and watch the setup videos that I showed you at the beginning of my demonstration. Very, very important because you want to make sure it's done right. There's a separate setup for your phone. There's a separate setup for your computer. Just depends on how you want to do it, and it depends on how you are set up. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for questions. Anybody have questions I need answered? Let me know. Okay, I am Travis Moore. I'm a pre-enrollee. I want to know what I have to do to pay my 47 to become an actual member. It's only $49.95 one time, and then it's $9.95 after that. If you are already set up with, you want to go to Reiki Luvar. I don't know what that means exactly, but if you set up you go ahead and pay and make sure and send it. If you're not already, you should be set up with somebody automatically, and you should be able to get in the back office. But if you are not, make sure you do have your account. Don't start a brand new account if you're already a pre-enrollee, but here is the page to get started, okay? I'm looking for more questions. I think okay, here's one. I have a question. Does the power line supposed to display if you are a paid member? Yes, the power line is paid people that are in your team that you have personally referred into the company, and they will show on your personal page that I just showed you. So that demo account actually shows a fake one, but that's what it would look like. I hope that answers your question. If it doesn't, then ask again, okay? Oh. Is it possible to upload a 1T of hard drive space all at once, or do you need to upload each folder separately? You can set them up ahead of time to sync. It will take time to do that. If you want it done faster, you can manually upload them, but it will not put 1T of drive space on in your cloud all at once. It'll happen over time because it just takes time. That's a lot of stuff. You sound like me. I've got a lot of stuff. So if you want it in there faster, you can manually upload. Or if you are okay with it taking time, then you can just set it up in a sync. And again, look at the startup folder let me go over there again just to make sure you understand this. This is the major, most important thing. Make sure and go to these videos and understand without a doubt what you need to do. This explains exactly how to install it, how to get it set up with your PC so that it will start syncing with the folders you have. All of these videos are set up for the purpose of helping you understand exactly how to get set up. And there are real videos in here. In fact, I watched some of them. They're really, really good. So I really recommend you do that. Okay. I'm going to close this for a moment. When you first join, before you pay, and it shows a power line, then when you pay, it starts from only who you bring in. Yes, that is correct, Peter. I have the do it all for you, and how can I remove all the other emails in my account? When you can go to the back office and you can tell them you don't want to get the emails if you want to, but I recommend you don't do that. But I don't know, but I do know that I myself had been actually in the system about 3 times. And for a while, I was getting like up to 5 emails. And then I just unsubscribed to every one of them except for one. And that is what I suggest you do. Okay. So when you get more than one email, you can tell. And if it's going to be one that says that you are not paid member, very likely that's the one that you need to unsubscribe. Okay. How to get the reseller letter. Regeneration, I'm not absolutely sure what that means. Please give me a little more explanation. What does the 997 entail? Purpose and necessity. It gives you the full ability to not only have your own account of 6T, you can invite 5 other people to be in your system that are members of your family or whatever. You have 6T of space to use. You also have the ability to offer it to other people because you have the full affiliate program I just showed you. That is all available to everyone that has a business starting with the $9.97 a month. And the first time there's a $40 startup fee. It's just one time. And everybody has the same stuff. You don't have to pay anything extra. You're in the business if you have paid that. I joined from watching a Wednesday night webinar, not from anyone's link. My original sponsor used to say got backup or something. Now it has someone's name. Why was I assigned to someone? A lot of the time that happens because we have a program that allows us to actually take advantage of the company's advertising. They call it but anyway, they usually do that. Joel doesn't actually like to be the sponsor because he's super busy and he wants to make sure you get personal attention. And if you were mine, you'd be getting you'd be getting a personal email and you'd be getting stuff. But I would suggest you go ahead and contact that person, let them know that you are in their team. They would probably like to know that. Okay, now understand what spillover really is, okay? Spillover is not something that's just given to you. It happens if you've got a very active upline that puts people in the team because we only have two legs, right? Binary is 2 legs. So that's what it really is it's the upline is putting things in and you happen to see some of that. But make sure, Lou, that you're doing your own work. Otherwise, you may not even get any money out of that. Okay, some really good questions tonight. Any other questions I have missed, let me know, please. Okay, we might be done. Yeah, and Bill says got backup replaces Google Drive. It replaces more than that. Think about this. Not only do we have a full backup service, but we also have a way to build our own little. We have all those little documents in there. I actually now use the Excel spreadsheet, or the spreadsheet and the document and it has presentations. You can do all of that right down inside of the cloud part of our program, which is really cool. So, and then also, of course, Dropbox. A lot of people have Dropbox. You don't have to have that. Yeah, they can be. Okay, Sue, I didn't see your picture. Please, if you see that I did not answer your question, I don't see your question, Sue, would you please put it in again? Because I don't see it. Okay. Do we have any control over the spillover that goes in our downline? Yes, absolutely, Tanya, you do. What I do is Thursday morning when I see that my people that I've referred personally that are paid members um, are now in my tank. You now have the ability to put them where you want to put them. You have two pages, you have two legs, and you look and see where they can be of most advantage, not only to you, but to your team. And you put them in the lowest part of one of those legs. And yes, absolutely, you have the total control over that. Uh, Sue, I need you to put your question in again. I cannot see your question any longer. Okay. The sooner you upgrade, the better, because placements are done based on the time and date stamp of the people in the power line. Yeah, that's true, Bill. It's really true. I actually try to to award my first person that goes in by putting the later ones under him. So yeah, I actually do that all the time. Okay, I am asking if I can gift in a friend from uh, our by paying a yearly subscription. Well, Tony, you could do that, or you can give them a free account in your back office, and they get approximately 1 T of space, and you can let them have that for as long as you want. So either you give those extra accounts to friends or family or anybody you want. Okay. Sue and Linda, I am confused about how to place direct affiliates, and if a member's info says canceled, can I remove them from the downline? Victor, you cannot remove anybody out of the downline, but if they're canceled, then obviously they are not going to be helping you with your power line. But on the other hand, you have two legs, so you keep on adding people to the bottom of the leg, and you always put them in the very bottom of one of your legs, whichever one you're working on. If you have an upline that's putting a lot of stuff in one side, you only have one leg to build. Sometimes you have both, just depends on what's going on with your upline. In my case, a lot of the time I don't have to do one of my legs because my upline is pretty active. But what you can do is you can make sure and look at what's going on and which leg is more active and add to that leg. Hope that helps. Okay, do they have a form to fill out? His, I don't know what that means. What is his Adelphia? I don't know what that is. You're gonna have to explain that. Okay. Okay, this is a good question. Is the 6 accounts broken up by 1T each? No. You will designate how much space each one gets, and it's going to depend on that person. If that person's going to be a space hog, maybe they need to have their own account. But if they're a family member, in my case, my son was going to have a lot of space, And I actually just sold him an account. Even though I could have given him a free account, he has a paid account. So you have to make a decision based on how much space people are going to use. But I'll tell you what, I've got a lot of stuff, and I still have just barely gotten over 1T used so far. Cut back up is hands down the very best way ever conceived to make money. I agree, Bill. I agree. It's a really great way to make money, and it's pretty simple. I mean, how many people need to have got backup? Everybody. Okay. Very best way. Yes, I believe you're right, Bill. You don't have to convince me. As you can see, actually, I'm not the top producer. You know why I'm the one that's doing this tonight? Because I'm one of the top users. I use it before anyone else. Everyone else is saying, "How's this working?" I'm going in there and I said, "Okay, let's see how this works." And that's what you want to do too. You want to understand your program, okay? How to set up Got Backup account step by step. Please go through the videos. The videos explain it better than I do. That's why I showed you the videos. Okay? Very, very important. Let me go ahead and show you where they are. Right here. If you come back here, it depends. If you're in a Mac, of course, you watch these. If you're in Windows, you watch these. If you have an iPhone, then you want to watch the one for the iPhone under the Mac. If you have an Android, you want to watch the one that's in the Windows, okay? But this is the videos. This is the setup, and it's easy to do. Please watch these videos right here, okay? Watch them all if you're confused. At some time, I see money in my account, but it's not there anymore. What is happening? That's usually meaning that somebody paid, and it's the next day, and it's not going to. It might not be there on the second day, on the next day, and it is going to show up. Did you get your paid account finished set up? Make sure you've done that. Okay. In other words, make sure if there's any form you got to fill out that you've done that. A lot of us have Payoneer. Some of us have a different program. Make sure you've got it set up, okay? Is there a list of known issues with Mac and Windows? Not as far as I know. But if you're having any issues, please talk to support. But most of those can be solved by watching the videos and doing it correctly. Yes, it could be. And Tony says, or maybe the person asked for a refund. Yes, that can happen. If they disappear completely and you don't see the money anymore, it can be because they asked for a refund. I don't see very many of those though. I only had one out of an entire. I was on the deal that Joel just did. You know where he had can't remember the name, but you know where they were doing the advertising and we're all set up to go into it. But I only had one refund out of that entire bunch of people, and so I don't see a lot of that happening. Looks like everybody's in pretty good shape. Is there anybody else that's got questions? Please let me know. Okay, Sue, I see your question. I have a direct affiliate that just paid on Thursday. I want to make sure he goes in a really good place. He's a mover. I agree, Sue. But what I would suggest you do is actually just make sure and talk to him first and let him know that you're in his corner and make sure he gets to these videos, making sure he gets to our webinars, because I'm going to tell you, more people are really liking the community that we're building here. Okay. How much is paid for the group of 6 in the matrix? I don't know what you mean by that. Are you talking about 6 in the matrix? Are you talking about the binary? that's not real clear what you're asking. And it depends on the company if you're asking about the binary. The binary always depends on the company. It's been averaging about $10 per cycle lately. Good, Sue. I'm glad to hear that. Looks like we're in good shape. Is there any other questions? Okay, any other questions? Can I uninstall the app on the Android? Yes, indeed, you can uninstall it just like any other app. You can take it off. I did that with my iPhone just recently because mine wasn't working correctly, and then I reinstalled it and it was working good after that. So of course you can take anything off. You just do it. Don't ask me how to do Android because I don't have an Android. Okay, it looks like we're in pretty good shape. Is everybody satisfied that I answered all your questions? One more chance for asking a question, and if not, we'll wrap this up. We're coming up close to an hour. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate you coming. Let me know if you have any other questions I didn't answer. Okay. What question is that? Please ask the question again. I didn't see it. Sorry. There's a lot going on with this, and sometimes I don't see everybody's question. I try my best. So what question did you have, Wayne, that you need me to answer? Thank you, Derek. What about the 99? What about the program? I don't know what you're asking. There isn't a $99 fee, Wayne. There is a $40 fee one time, $40 and then the $9.95. There isn't a $99 fee. I'm not sure where you're getting that. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. Rick, I prefer not to give you my phone number and have you talk to me directly. If you really need to have help with that, contact our support, please, and they can definitely help you with that answer. Because of course I can't look at your back office, but they can. Okay, this could be the done for you system, Wayne. Is that what you're talking about? The done for you? That's probably what you're talking about. And if that's the case, they put in special emails in your system, and you get a paid for member. That's what that is. Okay. Anything else? It could be a year in advance, but the year in advance isn't 199. I think it's a 97 something. Oh, thanks, Bill. Of course, this is not my real living room. This is a background, but I like it because it actually looks better than my I have a messy office. So this looks better than my messy office. Okay, Rick. I'm going to check with support. That's what I suggest you do, okay? Because I can't look at your back office. Yes, the done for you system isn't always available. It might be available here and there, so. Ah, Phil's got a grand piano. Can you play it? I can play a guitar, kind of, but I'm not a pianist. Yeah, it is a nice looking living room. Yes, we do have an awesome system with Got Backup. We definitely do. Don't have to talk me into it. I'm a super fan. Is backed up, Bill? Is it backed up? Yes. Okay. I think everybody's in good shape. I think we answered all the questions. Actually, no, I'm not using a green screen. This is just in our little app that we're using to do these webinars. It's in there, and you can just choose it when you get set up. This is actually the GVO's system uh, program, but yeah. But anyway, you guys have a great evening. I will talk with you again next Monday. Bring your guests, and we'll make sure that everybody feels happy, that they understand this program, because the major thing is get going and use it. Okay? Get yourself set up and invite others. The recordings of my piano pieces will be backed up. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all coming. Yes, StreamYard, that's true. I like StreamYard. I use it a lot. I have my own copy of it as well. And it gives us a backup copy of this video. But this will be in replay automatically. And also, before I leave, one more time. If you're new, if you're not paid yet, here's where you go. Talk to you soon. Bye.